Hi everybody, this is a quick overview video giving you the how-to walkthrough of how to set up Hypothesis or how to access Hypothesis and annotate our course readings together. So if you're going to be in class with us on Wednesday, this is just a review video. This will be what we go over in class and we'll have a chance to try it out. If you can't make it or want to review the instructions, this video is for you. So right now I am in our Canvas site in Module 1, where you can see that there are a few links to our class readings. So I'll go ahead and click on one. It will launch the reading in a separate window, and I've enabled the link to launch via the Hypothesis proxy. So what Hypothesis is a collaborative annotation tool. So you'll see the reading comes up, and then you'll also see this sort of sidebar pane where you can see when people add them, a whole bunch of notes. So all of these notes, or most of them, are actually from former students of mine from previous classes, because I've assigned this reading a lot because it relates to the ungrading policies. So you can sort of see in the public vein like what it actually looks like. And you have basically students highlight, readers highlight, and then they add their thoughts based on these in the annotation pane, and you can reply and basically generate this conversation in the margins of the reading. So what ours will look like is, instead of annotating in this public space, we will actually be annotating in our own class group, Digital History Spring 2022. So once you follow the link that's in Module 1 to join that class group, you'll be prompted to create a username and log in, and you'll have all of this information just available for you when it pops up in this sidebar. So how it works, if you're reading along, you want to highlight something and make a note of it, you just highlight it, and this little bubble will pop up, either asking you to annotate or highlight. So if you click annotate, you'll see your username, the group you're annotating in, and then you can add your text, and then post, and everybody will be able to see it. So if you wanted to then reply to somebody's note, which I always encourage because you're actually adding to their conversation, it'll send them a little notification that says somebody has replied to your annotation. You can hit the reply button and add on to the conversation. And my main advice with Hypothesis is to really not take it too seriously. It is designed to be a way to generate conversation, and I think the best way to use it is to be rather informal. So you don't have to use complete sentences. You can use emojis. You can use, GIFs. You can just add on, a few words here and there if that's really what comes to you. And of course, you can add on more complex thoughts as they come as well. It is there's really no wrong way to annotate. So one thing I will show you that's pretty cool is you can add links, and those links can be to GIFs, they can be to YouTube videos, and it's really cool. So here's if you wanted to insert a GIF, for example, you click the little image icon here, and then I like to use Giphy. Go ahead and find a GIF, copy it, and then paste it and post it, and then you get a little happy GIF in your sidebar. So I think it's fun, and it can be actually pretty effective to communicate your thoughts about the reading if you want to use images and videos like that. All right, so let me just delete this now. Okay. So that's how you use it. One thing that I will show you, if you have, say, a lot of annotations, the more you have, the more the reading will look like this as they get highlighted. You can click this little eyeball, and it disappears all those highlights. So if it's hard for you to read with a bunch of highlights, which I understand, feel free to turn them off. You don't have to look at them. You can also opt to annotate in the page notes pane instead of the annotation. So a page note is something that's just like a note attached to the entire text. It's not attached to a specific sentence or word. So to make a new page note, you click on this little sticky note tab here, and then your page note will appear at the bottom, and you could just add a sample page note and post it, and they'll be able to see it. Yes, and that's how Hypothesis works. We are going to be going over in class how to make sure that you have your username, make sure that you're linked to the class group, and try it out with this particular reading by Alfie Kohn in class. So I'm sure that things will come up on Wednesday if you're annotating in class with us or if you're annotating on your own, and we will troubleshoot as things come up. But this is honestly one of my favorite tools for online learning and teaching. It is really useful, and I love the conversations that emerge. So looking forward to seeing what you all think too. All right, talk to you later.